Not too long ago, Bungie finally showed the gaming world its first ever look at marathon gameplay, and the internet is torn. A crazy wide range of takes, all the way from, oh my god, this looks incredible, I just nutted type vibes, all the way down to Bungie is officially cooked vibes. I needed some quick, low effort content because I'm busy moving into a new home. I really wanted to know what everyone's thoughts on the gameplay reveal were, is what I said, so I asked my followers to give me their hottest takes on Marathon. Let's go through them. This is a cabal. This is the hottest take we could muster? Really? Remember, Marathon, here's a game that's not like that at all. $40 for 3 maps plus money for Battle Pass. I mean, I have no basis for comparison. I never played original Marathon, so I have no idea what it was like. Are any original Marathon players still alive, not in a retirement home? No idea. No idea. Yeah, I do agree that the $40 for 3 maps is like, I'm not sure if I'm down with that. Oh, we got a take from the Lore Daddy. The worst possible outcome for Marathon is actually not a storm of angry gamers, but complete disinterest from them. My name is Bife. He even talks like a lore entry. I definitely see, yeah, if the game comes out and it's just so, like, nobody has any hard feelings on it, one way or the other, complete disinterest, yeah, that could be pretty bad. But then again, games that did get extremely hated by the player base also withered away and died quickly. The extraction mode alone won't keep this game afloat. Halo had Arena, Big Team Battle, Invasion, etc. Destiny has Crucible, Trials, Gambit, PvE, etc. Marathon needs to build off the extraction mode and offer a wider variety of exciting ways to play. That is actually kind of an interesting take. I didn't think about it like that. I guess if you think about it, there are many ways to play each game kind of all under one umbrella. So Halo was, I guess, more than just an arena. I mean, well, Halo's a little bit different, right? Because you had the campaign and you had PvP, but even under the umbrella of PvP, you had a bunch of different game types. Character models are ass, and the gunplay and ability screams Destiny. I'm sold as long as I can gear up and cover their ugly ass faces. Imagine my feelings on the character models in Marathon as a pie chart. Maybe like 30% of me is like, some of these are pretty cool, but like 70% is like, I think that one of the biggest misses that Bungie has currently on Marathon right now is the fact that there's no character customization at all. Again, people will disagree with me on this. That is totally okay. I don't mind that there are classes. Let me play the glitch class and let me customize and create and change my own glitch. It's like, she's kind of cool, but like, what if I want mine to look different? What if I want mine to look the way I want mine to look, right? I'm sure people will find skins that they end up really enjoy using for each class, which is fine, but I just really think it's a miss that I can't customize my character. Marathon will do better than Borderlands 4 at launch? Dude, okay, wow. What are we defining as do better? Financially? We think that Marathon will do better financially than Borderlands 4? I don't know. I don't... Are we talking about how many people will be playing the first weekend? No one plays Borderlands anymore? I mean, people didn't like Borderlands 3, but I think Borderlands 4 is kind of like it might be their return to form. It might be their golden redemption arc. You might have to put on the tinfoil hat for this one, boys, but I'm thinking that Borderlands 4 is going to do better. I don't know. I think if Bungie has Marathon outsell and outperform, if Marathon is above Borderlands 4 for like the first month of release, I think that's a huge win for Marathon. A huge win. I don't even know. Hero shooters are lame. It should have been a simple extraction game, or Bungie just spend 6 years on Destiny 3. I mean, if we had the option between make Marathon or have the 300 or whatever, however many people at Bungie are working on Marathon get shifted to Destiny 3, I probably would have taken the Destiny 3, if I'm being completely honest. If it has 80% of Destiny's gunplay, it's the best shooter on the market. Wow, okay, finally, caliente, fire. That's a hot take. That's a really hot take. Destiny has 100% of Destiny's gunplay. Is Destiny the best shooter on the market? Here's a hint. The answer is no. I will give Bungie a lot of praise that their gunplay is so supreme. I play plenty of other shooter games. So many of them just feel inferior to like the gunplay offered by by Bungie. They have great, great gunplay. To envision a world where Marathon is, quote, the best shooter on the market. You see those people who play Counter-Strike? How many people are playing Counter-Strike literally right now? There are over 1 million people playing Counter-Strike 2 right now. Yeah. Let's see how that take comes in October. Let's come back to that maybe. I think it'll hit on almost all cylinders except for one. That one thing is a big one though, likely the gameplay loop. I think if the cat isn't really in the game, it's going to fail horribly. If the cat is petable and there are more cats, it's going to make $1 billion. Take that to the bank, shotgun man. Somebody time her out. Look, in the year of our Lord, 2025, you can kind of half-ass your game. And as long as there's just maybe 1 or 2 key elements in it, the money will just roll in. 1, cute animal companions. 2, hypersexualized characters. That's why Monster Hunter is so popular, because you have the best of both worlds. If Marathon flops, which is not entirely out of the picture, Bungie may never recover from this. I am very worried about what the future for Destiny 2 and Bungie would look like if Marathon fails hard. I'm talking hard. I'm talking harder than my rock hard abs hard. I feel like some people want Marathon to fail because that would potentially mean that, yeah, now Destiny 2 must be better and must succeed. But I want to live in a world where both IPs succeed. That's the world that I kind of want to be in. But I am a little bit worried, I will admit that. Pete is gonna have to give up one of his many cars. Not the car collection! Current Bungie should rebrand instead of parading garbage out and attaching old franchise names to them to feign legitimacy. There is nothing about this shitty extraction shooter that looks or feels anything like Marathon. None of these people had anything to do with Marathon. That is a aggressive take. I've heard from a select number of people that they're very confused as to why this is even under the umbrella of Marathon. I guess I've never played Marathon. I have no idea how close the original Marathon franchise is to whatever new Marathon extraction shooter is. I'm feeling like they're probably gonna have it more attached to the lore as they begin to unfold the narrative, which won't be like super upfront in the world of Marathon. I feel like the narrative and the story and the lore is kind of going to be hidden throughout the background via contracts and Easter eggs and stuff like that. Marathon is the new wife after years of cheating and infidelity. Destiny is the loyal housewife that is now a single mother with 3 kids and no car. How dare Bungie make a new IP? How dare you? Destiny 2 is picking up the kids from soccer practice right now, and you're off with this floozy at a 24-hour motel. We can live in a world where you have multiple IPs under one umbrella. Why am I talking with my hands so much? You think I'm an Italian. It's going to be massively successful, and I'll tell you why. Destiny players love to suffer and love to complain. Ergo, a game all about suffering and complaining, they'll fit right in. I mean, you've kind of got our number right there, don't you? If Marathon becomes popular, will it cannibalize the already shrinking Destiny player base, making D2 PvP totally unplayable for the majority of regions? I think that even if Marathon's PvP is good, remember that I think that these are 2 completely different experiences. I mean, yeah, they're both PvP, but Extraction very different from the type of PvP we have in D2. And again, I'm not entirely sure that they're both aiming at the same market, because on one hand, the D2 market is like, loot, 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 horde, gimme, stay away from my vault, fuck you. And then the Marathon crowd is a little bit different, because you willingly are going to be giving up your entire loot stash every season. So I'm not sure that they're targeting the same thing. I'm still holding on to the cope dream that eventually one year, I don't even care if it's 5 years from now, they come out with D3 and there are dedicated servers. I know, I am like the conductor of the cope train right now, but one day One day. Too stylized. I get the art and it looks sick, but the guns look almost like Lego guns. Super blocky. Even MG chain mag was rectangular. I don't know what it is. It just looks goofy. The art style in Marathon is very polarizing. Very, very polarizing. It's definitely very unique and crazy and wild, and I haven't really seen anything else like it. It's very unique. But there are other parts where I see some of the weapon designs and I'm like, what am I looking at? Like, it's interesting. The Lego gun comparison is funny. I will admit that. Marathon will be a fun extraction shooter and cultivate a solid and strong following, but it won't set the world on fire and become the next Fortnite, and Sony will ding/can Bungie for it. I don't know if Sony's going to beat up Bungie if it's not the next Fortnite. I mean, that's a really high bar, right? A very high bar to expect them to become the next Fortnite. I just think as long as Marathon is a financial success to some degree, then Sony's gonna give the thumbs up and be like, all right, crack the whip, back to work, more. Destiny 2 content creators seem obliged to cover Marathon purely because it's a Bungie game. Shouldn't it be treated just like any other game? And would they cover any other extraction shooter if it wasn't a Bungie game? Maybe not. The hype seems a bit forced. Not necessarily aimed at you, by the way. I didn't think it was, but thank you for clarifying. That's an interesting one. I can only speak for me. I can't speak, nor would I want to try and speak for other content creators. We're not some kind of weird hive mind. I've disagreed with my fellow content folk on many other things. I'm hyped for Marathon because of my track record enjoying Bungie games, which is like Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach. Yes, I enjoyed Reach. Destiny 1, Destiny 2. A lot of games that Bungie have put out, I have historically enjoyed very much. There have definitely been moments like this. You know, one down here was certain metas in Destiny PvP and the introduction of Bloom in Halo Reach, which I fucking hated. So I'm hoping, for me, that Marathon will be a win. So it's another game I can kind of add into my roster, my Rolodex, my Thanos gauntlet, whatever you want to call it. I'm hyped off the premise that, like, I love Bungie Gunplay, and I like, usually, the products that they make. A big thank you to everybody who weighed in, regardless of opinion. I remain cautiously optimistic about Marathon, but as always, time will tell. Go ahead and let me know your hot takes down in the comment section, and I'll see you next time.